Hit me with the intro music. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Beard and a Half Movie Reviews. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Tyler.
And today, we have a retro cam.
Retro. It's not good.
If you watched the episode last week, you will see why this is somehow an upgrade from the camera we used last week.
It's funny.
Go ahead and switch to the other two. Yeah, we're back again. That camera is garbage. Bring mine down a little?
Oh, just a little bit, you know.
It's this because my head's not.
I'm not all the way in either.
I just want to make sure my hair is in frame so it doesn't look. I just have the biggest forehead on the world, but I mean that kind of just goes without saying. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to do it on the fly. Okay. Be me tiny. All right.
Well,
good.
I don't.
Good. I'll just slouch a little bit.
Here, I made myself tinier.
There you go.
Now we're both tiny. Look at me zooming around in
You're
here.
a tiny man. Okay. Anyways, today's episode
is brought to you by Smooth My Nads.
Brought to you by my big ass forehead.
Damn right.
Today's episode is episode 3 of our season 2.
Season 2.
Things are changing, people.
You know-
Tyler has a new microphone now.
Why didn't you let
Lovely.
me introduce that?
Sorry. Tyler had something to tell you guys.
Garrett's big ass forehead. So you know what's really nice?
You can't hear that squeak.
Can't
can it?
hear that fucking
Yeah.
squeak. You know what you could hear in
Yeah.
last week's episode?
Oh, could you?
Yeah, I was listening
I
to it.
guess I didn't realize it.
I was gandering. That's
You know what
'cause
else is
don't
nice?
listen. I don't.
I think it did pick that up, actually.
I mean, it definitely did.
I could be loud now, and it doesn't pick it up on yours like at all. Picks up your noises. That's about it.
Doesn't pick up my noises.
It's exciting, though.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
I'm happy. We both have the same mics now.
Well, mine's different, but yeah,
It's the same
it's different.
series, but just a little bit different.
Mine has an X Force. X Force.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Whatever works.
You know what's nice now? Now I can turn the mic and I can talk to you. You know, just instead of.
Did you not have done that before?
No,
Why?
it just I had to talk into one side of it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I had to talk on the off side of it, and
Yeah.
it
This one, you got to right in the middle
gotta-
there for it to
you
pick it
gotta
up.
talk right
Anything
into
else?
them. It doesn't pick up
that
anything.
up. It's
Beautiful.
wild.
I love it.
Love it, man.
Good.
Modern technology at its finest.
So Garrett, what movie did we do this week?
This week, you know what? Before we get started, I just want
oh.
to say, no, it's okay. I just want to tell the listeners at home, if you're listening to us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, wherever you're listening to us and you want to see us, please head over to our YouTube channel, Beard and a Half Movie Reviews, so you can actually watch this podcast and see our beautiful faces and my giant forehead.
Yeah.
And then also, while you're there, please hit that like, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever it is.
Not the down one.
Not
Don't
the
fucking
down
do
one.
the down one.
They're gonna do the down one now since you brought it up.
I fucking dare you. I mean, why not? It shows that you're engaging us. So
I was
could care
gonna
less.
say I really could care less.
You wanna
give it a
fuck up
thumbs
my
down if you
algorithm?
want to give it a thumbs down. Who cares?
If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down.
No, don't do
I
that.
wanna
You
I wanna
enjoy
see
this,
it.
Give it a thumbs up.
Now,
Maybe
just-
we could like reverse psychology.
yeah. Yeah, that's you didn't have to say it out loud. Now they're just gonna be like, fuck these guys. And just what I was gonna say, just a
Damn
very
it.
if you're watching this and maybe you're busy, maybe you gotta pause us, maybe you gotta do something. Hey, we have an Apple Music, we have Spotify, we have Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, literally anywhere. So the reverse for the people listening,
Mhm.
The people watching, you can also listen to us.
Yeah.
Also, we have an Instagram that nobody ever checks out, so you guys should probably go and check that out.
You should definitely, and then you get links to anywhere you can literally listen
Anywhere.
to us.
Anywhere, everywhere.
Hit the link in the bio.
Yes, sir. Garrett, Let's talk about the movie. What movie
This
did we do?
I have to actually go back to it because so we watched Shang-Chi
Shang-Chi.
and the Legend of the Ten Rings. You have to say that last part.
Oh, goat cheese and the Legend of the 10 Bloomin' Onion Rings.
Before I kept just saying Shang-Chi, and then so
Yeah,
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
yeah. Every time I googled like Shang-Chi
Mhm.
earlier to look up some stuff,
Yeah.
Shanghai. It just auto-corrected Shanghai every time, and I was like,
Shanghai Noon.
kind of, we're in the right place, but not exactly what I'm looking for here.
Close enough. It'll work.
Yeah.
No.
So,
I'm pretty sure the fight choreographer for this movie I read is this is the same one that did a bunch of Jackie Chan movies. So
I would not doubt that in the slightest.
makes
Although,
sense.
pretty sure Jackie Chan only did one martial arts style. There was like 4 in this movie.
Oh no, he did a bunch.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, no, that dude
Okay.
knows some shit. That is for sure.
That's a fact.
I think
That's just a fact.
the fight choreographer died though
During the filming of this movie,
during the filming of this movie. Unfortunately,
the dragon killed him.
I think that's what happened. I may be wrong, but
Morris killed
I
him.
do know he did pass away, and I don't know if it was during the filming or right after it was over. But
Yeah. Anyways,
tragic. Anyways, on a brighter note.
On a brighter note, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Anyways, on a happier note, I have a Gatorade from 3 episodes ago still sitting at my desk.
Disgusting.
I'm going to drink it.
I have a Monster that I picked up on my way over here. Gold edition. You know what it tastes like?
10 golden rings.
I don't know. I understand why they said gold, ultra gold, because you really can't put like a flavor on. Now we get COVID. Go ahead. I'm half vax.
Good now.
Tomorrow I get my second vaccination shot.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Didn't have to drink that. You can't put a taste on it, can you? Beard and a Half energy drink reviews. What's it taste like? I have no idea. If you ever tried it, you will 100%
I can tell you.
understand.
So you remember the import Monster that they had?
Oh yeah, with the twisty top
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like, but like a diet version.
Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's kind of what that tastes like.
Oh. Anyways, okay, to the movie finally. Yes, we watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This movie came out last year. It has a PG-13 rating, which I was pretty surprised about actually, because
Honestly,
they said the word GD in this movie.
Honestly, and just like an
believe they said
exploding
that.
body. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was also 2 hours and 12 minutes long. If you watched both of the end credit scenes. Oh yes, was it? You didn't watch both of them, did you?
Oh, I watched both of them.
Okay, I didn't know. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. I don't
Daniel
know.
Day-Lewis.
This movie would be so different. It was directed by Daniel Day-Lewis. Probably some good acting though. I will say that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything this guy has directed, and that's kind of been the theme. I know last week we did Eternals. The woman, I'm pretty sure that directed that, did like 4 directorial movies before that. Same story with this guy. It looks like he's directed maybe about, I'm going to say 8 to 10 movies. I don't know any of them. Actually, a lot of these, about half of these are TV shows. So I'm not even going to get into them. Anyways, moving on though, we're going to go with the cast. I'm going to apologize in advance. I am going to butcher every single person's name in this cast list. Not on purpose, but I'm going to try my hardest. And if I do pronounce it wrong, I apologize greatly. Starting from the top, as Sean or Shang-Chi. We got Simu Liu.
Here, I'll put mine. I'll put both cams on so they can see my reaction to it.
Once again, probably gonna Ben Kingsley. That's probably gonna be the
good
only one
one.
I could do right.
You got that one.
Fucking
nailed it.
Yeah. Okay. And then, her name is actually Aquafina.
Yeah.
Katie.
Yeah. Her name is actually Aquafina.
I didn't know that. I know they have that like Hulu show. I think it's like Aquafina.
You're 2 for
Queens or something like that.
You're 2 for
like
12.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I didn't know that was her name though.
I want to
thought
know
that was just like, I've never seen the show, but
dude, Aquafina.
Talking about the water or the woman?
Both quench my thirst.
And then as Zhu Wenwu, we have Tony Chi Wei Lung.
This is like, remember last week's
I know,
episode with
but
Madong Suck?
This is so much worse though, because I just don't know any of these, how you pronounce them. Okay. Then we got
It's always so funny
Anger
listening.
Zhang as Zaling. was his sister. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it again because the best I got. Fala Chen as Lee, Michelle Yeoh as Ying Nan. I love that too because she was like, "I'm your Aunt Nan." That's what I call my grandma. Nan, if you're
Oh,
watching that.
oh, Ying Nan. Got
Ying
it.
Nan, yeah, that was her name in the movie.
Oh, my
And
favorite
then as
guy,
Master Gung Bo, we have
Hua Yun.
Hua Yun. That
Correct.
sounds right. Wait, is that guy from?
No.
Yeah, that's the guy from Kung Fu Hustle. I knew it. Yeah, called that. I could tell from his
Come on.
smile.
Come on,
All right.
you get. There's two more that you definitely.
So we also got Florian Munteanu. Munteanu
You
as
do
Razor
not-
Fist.
And you do not know your French.
Munteanu. Okay.
Anyways, moving on.
Once again, told you I was going to mispronounce these. And then Andy Lee as Death Dealer. And that's pretty much it as far as like the whole like main cast. I know what's his name was in this.
Oh, Fong?
Wong, yeah, I don't know his actual name. I don't see him on here because I'm sure they put him at like the bottom. I do apologize for that. I don't see him.
His name is Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong. That's his real name?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
His name is literally Benedict Wong.
All right. So then you got him, and then I know also Brie Larson was in for one of the post-credit scenes as Captain Marvel, and then Mark Ruffalo as
both are fine.
Bruce Banner, which I thought was crazy. Once again, spoilers ahead, obviously. If
Why
you
wasn't
haven't
he
seen
the
the movie,
Hulk?
go watch it. He wasn't. In his post-credit scene, he wasn't the Professor
maybe
Hulk
this was
anymore. So
post pre something.
Well, it's obviously after the snap and everything like that because he's got his arm, in the sling and everything, which he got from the first snap,
Yeah, but after that,
Yeah.
the Hulk and him agreed, like, hey, we're going to be
Like, yeah,
both. And we're
neutral
going to be
ground.
Professor
Yeah.
Hulk or whatever the hell he's called.
Professor Hulk. But yeah, so something may happen. I don't know. Maybe Hulk was just like, hey, man, you just take over. I'm just going to get some sleepies.
I don't
Don't
think
know.
that's how it works, but
Maybe he got scared again because his arm got fudged up. I don't know.
maybe.
Anyways, okay. Now that we've embarrassed me enough with this cast list of names,
I was
that-
enjoying it thoroughly.
not good. And I do apologize once again if I mispronounced any of those. Sorry. Moving right along with the kind of the trend of the new season. Tyler
New
going
season.
first.
New season, new me.
New you.
New me.
So Tyler,
New boo
I'm gonna let you
goofing.
taking it away with your likes of this movie.
Just switch into the retro cam real quick so you guys can see how awful it is. And we're coming back to me. Okay.
So much better.
So I know we're going to have a lot of the same likes and dislikes.
Most likely.
So I am not going to say the obvious like for me. I'll let you take it away. My likes. I like the bus fight scenes. I like any of the fighting scenes, but I'll let
Bus
you.
fight scene was dope. Yeah.
I loved that.
Oh yeah.
It was just like fantastic. You know,
Dope.
it was top tier in. Well, the only other bus fight scene that I can actually think of was like, I think it was the second Deadpool, and even then, it wasn't really.
Been so many.
It's
Yeah. You never watched.
but like a good bus fight scene. You know?
Yeah.
When
you
I think
never
of that,
watched
I think
Jason
of
Statham in Transporter.
no.
One of the most
Well, I mean,
badass
yes.
bus fight scenes was him in that movie.
Anytime I think of like
Just absolutely freaking through like 12 dudes.
just like anytime I think of like a good fight scene on a bus, I think of Nobody when he just beat the shit out of everybody.
That was a good like realistic fight scene.
Yeah.
You know.
This one obviously was not realistic at all because you can't
Well-
go down San Francisco with a double-decker or a double-length bus just weaving in and out of traffic. Shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. The fight choreography for this movie though was
Top tier.
next level. Yeah, it was. I shouldn't say next level, but yes, it was top tier.
It was
It's been a while
great.
since I've seen a movie with fighting that's been choreographed as well. And I knew too because like okay, the bus fight scene was dope. I mean, it really was the way he was like parkouring through the crap and everything. And I kind of did it later whenever they were fighting on the side of the building and everything. But the way like they did the fighting was badass, but it was also kind of comical. Like whenever they were fighting on the side of the building, and he
Yeah.
literally was like walking over people like they were a bridge and
It
everything
reminded
like
me of
that.
Jackie
Oh
Chan's
yeah,
old
no,
movies.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's kind of that like Hollywood martial arts that you see nowadays, where it's like, it's badass, people getting their face kicked and everything, but also they throw some humor in there too.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
There was one scene when they went to the underground fight club,
Mm-hmm.
and Wong was just fighting like a giant.
Abomination.
Is that Abomination?
That was Abomination from the Hulk. Yeah.
And then like he made him punch himself in the face, and then when they went to portal out of there, he's like, next time pull your punches, that way you don't hit yourself as hard. That won't happen.
Yeah, to concentrate your punches or whatever. So yeah, that's funny. I don't know what they're doing with each other.
It may be just a multiverse of madness.
You got any theories about it? Leave in the comments below.
Maybe
Why is Wong just hanging out with Abomination?
Maybe he's a good guy.
It was cool though to see Abomination like in the MCU now though, actually, because the only other time we saw him was in
the really shitty Hulk.
Was it the second one or was it the first one he was in? I can't
First
remember.
one was Wolves. Second one was Abomination.
Yeah, you're right. That was the one with Edward Norton. Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually like that one, but okay, it's just me. I don't know.
I don't like Edward Norton.
I love Edward Norton, so
and
yeah.
Also, when they were in the club, and Aquafina was just like, "Hey, I like your spiky face," and the dude was just like, "Hey, thanks."
Oh yeah, the dude with the mask or whatever.
He just had like a full.
She was hilarious
mask.
in this movie.
Well, she's a comedian.
Yeah, I
you-
realized. Like I said, I didn't know that was her actual name, but I knew that's the same girl. Like I said, I haven't seen this show, but I keep seeing previews for it left and right. That Aquafina of Queens or whatever the show is.
Yeah.
And I hear people talking about how good it is. I've never personally sat down and watched it. I'm too in depth with too many shows right now. Start up another one, but I assumed that she was, a comedian of some kind.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
That's one of her and Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, and then there's one other female comedian that is just not jumping off the Tig Notaro from
Oh yeah. She's from like she was in
so she did her own like it was a TV show on YouTube, so technically
that YouTube Red or something.
No, but she tried to guess famous celebrities because she doesn't watch TV or anything like that. She has no idea who like famous celebrities are, so they try and guess.
That's funny.
She tries to guess who this celebrity is and like absolutely has no fucking idea. And so they have like, and she uses an Alexa. So that, like Alexa will introduce, Alexa will give her hints, and then they'll let her open up like this prop chest and it'll have like something related to that person. And like, it's so funny trying to watch her figure it out and she is just fucking confused. And like, it's just her and a celebrity.
She's definitely funny.
And just like nobody has any idea that she has no clue. It's just funny. She's just a good comedian all around.
No, she definitely seems like a down to earth person.
But yeah. Anyways, sorry. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Wong. Wong, just a good comic relief, regardless.
Oh yeah, no,
I
I definitely dig him as a character in any of the Marvel movies.
Just for everybody listening, Wong wasn't in it a lot. I think he made 3 brief cameos, maybe
2. We saw him at the Fight Club thing, and then
I would say technically 3. The Fight Club, the end with the portal, and then the cutscene. So 3 times.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
okay.
Look at me! I watched both of the.
Yeah. Okay.
End
Yeah.
credit
I
scenes.
forgot. I felt like the post credit scene and the end scene with the
Yeah, I skipped
name, but
just to
you're
make
right.
sure.
There was a couple credits that flew across the screen before that happened.
Now we're gonna get into something, and I'm sure you're gonna talk about it. I liked Morris.
Who's Morris?
Morris was the Hundun, the little tiny little butt chicken.
Oh, they had like the butterfly wings and everything. Yeah, that thing was cool actually.
You wanna? I did a little bit of research, like I was
I
telling you.
have no idea what that is.
So
I was gonna say, enlighten me.
Morris is called a Hundun.
A Hundun. Oh, that's literally what it's called.
Hundun.
I thought you were trying to say Hyundai.
No, you drive a Hyundai.
I do drive a Hyundai. Fortunately,
So a Hundun
I'd like my Hyundai.
in Chinese mythology is a god of mischief and
Oh, that's
confusion.
that's not something from like the comics. That's just an actual Chinese mythology.
And it's from the comics, because if you
Okay.
notice all of the creatures and stuff that they had in there, a lot of those
Super
are
cool.
a lot of those.
Cool looking.
Yeah, I thought it was like the
Like
live
Jurassic
action
Park
Pokemon.
meets like real world.
You had like
Pokemon.
Ninetales there. And
Yeah, I did. I literally wrote that down. We got to see Ninetales. Yeah, I did. I straight up was like, that's a Ninetales.
So I don't know how much of like the behind the scenes stuff that you watched for this movie.
Mhm.
So if you look it up now, you are more than free to while we talk. But if you look up Morris, they actually used like a green screen pillow. It was just a green plush pillow on a stick for all of Morris's scenes. So Bill,
Okay,
what's his name? Bill.
forgot.
I can't remember his name.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley. Sorry.
I just call him the OG Mandarin.
So, Ben Kingsley used that as his stunt, and they were going to replace it with a plush doll that looked more like it. He was like, "No, I've grown accustomed to this." So, any scene that you see Morris, the little tiny
Little thingy,
butt chicken, it was actually just a green screen pillow that they used. Like they had somebody, and he said by the end of filming, he had grown so attached to that pillow that he actually, like, he kept it. He has the plush of it just
That's
because
hilarious.
it was nice to be able to work with green screen technology, but also to have something there. That way he wasn't just.
it wasn't just him with nothing trying to act like something was there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool
So,
though.
It was actually, I enjoyed that quite a bit. Plus, just, you know how in some Disney movies, and I'm throwing like Marvel in there because Disney owns them.
Yeah.
They throw like animals and stuff in there like as cash grabs so they can make merch off of it.
Oh yeah, toys, collectibles, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
things
Yeah,
like that.
no, that's
As
something.
much
that
as I
all
feel
of them
like
try to get.
this was one,
Mhm.
I just think it was just a nice, cute little adorable thing because I didn't see any merch for it when I
was
tried
gonna
to
say,
Google
I
it.
haven't seen any toys or anything for a plush butt chicken thing.
Yeah,
We're gonna go with that butt chicken. That's
Yeah.
accurate.
but I mean that they said that in the movie. He's like, "What is that? Is that a butt chicken?" They
Oh,
did
you're
say
right. I
that.
think she did say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
The other thing, I have a couple things that I liked. The big dude, Razor Fist or whatever his name was.
Apparently that was his name. I've never heard of that guy before, so that's
He had an anime car. Like they stole his car in the getaway scene.
that
And
like
he-
electric BMW or
Yeah,
whatever.
and he was like, "My car," and it just looked like the most girly anime car.
It's
and it's
very
this
weird.
big fucking macho guy with one arm, but his other arm is just a sword. And
It was like they had like like Humvees and all these like off-road vehicles that are all super decked out and really utilitarian and everything, and then you just have this guy's like electric BMW X whatever SUV that just didn't look like it belonged, and then
It looked like
it
a
had,
K-pop star on that car.
and then
and
it
it's
had
kinda
like
like-
decals all over it of just like stupid shit. Yeah,
It was-
that was very random.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
think it could go off road though, man. They drove that thing through a forest
It was good.
fast.
The
Outran the trees.
other thing I liked is the post-credit scene when they're like, "Rest up, we got a lot to do,"
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, "Unless,"
But yes, I
and then
love that they even went
and
and
they just
partied
started-
with him.
singing Hotel
With
California
Wong,
with
yeah.
Wong, and I was just like, "That's great."
That's why I said Wong's like he's kind of like a I don't want to say he's a wild card character, but at this point I feel like there's nothing I can't see him do,
He is the Sorcerer Supreme.
right now, yeah.
Well, yeah, he stays that way until there's. Anyways,
He took it from
well, it was given to him because Doctor Strange disappeared in the blip.
Blip. Yeah.
So
I remember that.
he has the right of way. This
Yeah.
one's on him.
Okay.
So, but like Wong is just such a good character,
Funny.
It's-
He can be serious too. He's a badass. Like,
and I'm just so excited for him.
yeah.
I just want them to come up with a Disney Plus. It's called
Just him.
All Wong all the time, and it's just him.
Everything's gone all Wong.
Everything's gonna be all Wong. I don't know.
Just saying.
I could be a writer for a
I
Disney
was gonna
Plus.
say you need us to
You're
make
here.
a title for you. We're there.
I am.
Yeah.
I would like my royalties for that name.
Every time somebody clicks on the episode.
Anytime somebody says it, I
We
want at
get it.
least
Yeah.
35
It's a trademarked
cents.
phrase now. All Wong.
It is not trademarked just for,
No, it is not.
but it is my intellectual property. So
Yeah.
it lives rent free in my mind.
There you go.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Just because I know you have stuff that I haven't said, and I don't want to say everything.
Okay, so you're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Done. Okay, so yes, the bus fight. That I'm gonna
Dope,
kind
dude.
of go off. It was super dope. It also happened like right off the bat. So
This-
I mean,
just-
like maybe first like 20 minutes,
Not even less
not
than
even
that.
that.
I would say like
and then we're just automatically in this super badass fight scene.
It had to
with
have
them
been
on the
like
bus and everything.
10, 15 minutes in. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
This movie just
I'm
had
gonna
constant
mispronounce
action.
his name, but that Simu Lu. I don't know how to pronounce his name. The main character.
Shang-Chi.
From now on, I'm just gonna refer to him as Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, the guy who played him, was actually like really good with all the fight choreography he did and everything. And I did see some behind the scenes things on how they did like some of the stunts with that bus fight, like whenever he slid off the roof and
And
kind
it
of
was
grabbed
just a
him.
green screen, and he kept missing the pole.
Yeah,
There was a lot of
it
those.
was. I mean, but he did a good job,
Yeah.
and yeah, no, it was super believable. I did like the whole like the side of the building thing. It's funny because it reminded me of I think it was like Rush Hour 2,
When he's just
maybe whenever they're on the side of the building and they're both holding on to the bamboo.
yeah.
And Jackie Chan's like, bamboo is very strong; it will not break. And then all of a sudden, it just breaks and they start falling. That's what it reminded me whenever Katie was just like holding on for dear life and it was about to snap and everything.
Yeah. Also, who uses bamboo on scaffolding? Like,
They do there. Bamboo is actually really strong.
yeah, but I don't think it's that strong.
That's what they got, man.
Which was
I mean,
confusing.
it's work. They got bigger buildings than we do, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably accurate. Yeah,
Somewhere in an eastern country, there are probably bigger buildings than ours.
probably, yeah. But yes, that whole fight, and then the dude that was just live streaming the whole thing, which I guess is a character from Spider-Man, either Homecoming or one of the Spider-Man movies. He's one of them that sees Spider-Man. I think he's the guy that's like, do a backflip. I think
You
that
know
was
what's
Homecoming.
funny?
And then I think he was in Far From Home too, but I may be wrong. But yeah, that is the same guy. I did
So
see that.
that was actually my top like. That was my very first like. I just
The live streaming did.
yeah. I
That's
literally
funny.
put bus fight streamer,
Yeah,
and I just
He
kind of
was-
skipped over it.
he was comical. And then like I said, fight choreography was very good. Yeah, it did have very serious moments. Obviously, like whenever he gets into the fight with that death dealer,
Mhm.
and they were like going at it and everything like that. Once again, I feel like.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to change
okay.
it.
Down here. There we go. Hey, there's my head. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, that whole fight was super badass. Even him chasing him and everything. Like, dude was hardcore at parkour too.
Hardcore
Hardcore parkour. Super good. But yeah, it had a very good way of making it serious, but then also having like super funny moments, which I'm not always about. Whenever I watch fighting, I watch a ton of fighting movies and just martial arts movies, kung fu movies in a whole. But yeah, it was good though. I did also like it. The mom and dad fight scene, whenever his dad met his mom, and they kind of had like a whole crouching tiger, hidden dragon thing, which was funny because Michelle. Yo, their Aunt Nan, she was actually in that, so it was just kind of comical that
Oh, I'm glad you brought that
we
up.
did get to see her in
I'm
that too.
just-
But anyways,
Let me
yeah,
just jump into that one.
okay.
So can you tell me what martial arts that they were doing?
Wing Chun.
Everybody Wang Chun tonight.
No, I think they
So-
were doing more of like it's like what Jet Li does. He does the
So-
whole like
No, so he was doing a
Oh,
form of Shaolin,
I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, he
but she was
switched it
doing
up.
Tai Chi. That's all
Yeah,
she was
Tai
doing.
Chi. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Well, because it was confusing when I
That's what like Jet Li does. I think.
everybody does Tai Chi. It's a really good meditation sort of thing. But
Okay, but I meant like the martial arts stuff.
so so here's the thing
You
that
ever
I
seen that
learned.
movie Man of Tai Chi?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good fucking movie.
So Tai Chi is one of the ones Like, I guess, yeah, it's an aggressive, but it's also, there's one that's called Tai Sho, which is literally just called pushing hands, which is the one that everybody uses as sort of like the peaceful meditation thing.
Yeah, I've
So
seen where
that
they
one's
they
called,
put their hands on each other and kind of do that whole like
yeah.
back and forth thing or
So
whatever you do.
instead of it being Tai Chi, like what everybody's doing, most people that are, doing that meditation stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they're actually just doing Tai Sho, which I didn't know. But I did my research
Didn't know either.
and I looked it up and I was just like, oh shit, this is what they're doing.
I don't know like a whole lot about different like fighting styles and
So-
everything like that. I just like watching movies where a dude gets his face kicked in.
Well, you said Wang Chun, but it's called Wing Chun.
Wing Chun, yeah.
And it's
Yeah, it was
just,
close.
I mean, yeah, it's just really up close, like real fast fucking hitting and weaving
Yeah.
and dodging. But
Okay.
most of the time, your objective with Wing Chun is to distract the opponent just real quick and then just get as many blows in as possible.
Okay.
And then that's
Learning so much.
I looked up. Hey man, I like on. Just,
The whole they can't really see it. But
okay. So oh sorry, let me talk into the microphone. This is our current episode that we did. All the other episodes have like half a page, if
wow,
not
you take,
less.
like no notes.
I
Oh.
very minusculely on movies that I really don't like. This was The Matrix, so I mean, there's some notes in there. Spider-Man. I just put all my likes, but only took up half a page. But there was so much to talk about. Red Notice. There's some stuff, but my whole point being, I took a lot of fucking notes for this movie, and I have no idea why, but I wanted to get the right information. Anyways, sorry, Garrett. That's
Question.
that looks like a Rorschach detective.
No, he's the question. He has no face.
Yeah, I mean, guys,
The question.
no.
He's a DC character. The question, if you can see it.
I got nothing.
It's good.
Oh,
Anyways,
here, Garrett.
I got bored the other day when sitting on my couch, so I drew the question.
How do you get bored sitting home on your couch when you have like?
I watch TV. I draw all the time, man. This isn't my go-to like preferred drawing thing, but I think I did a good job.
I mean,
I
it's
used
not
a mix
bad.
between my brush pen and
What's the
my
one
regular
right-
pen.
This one looks like a Red Skull.
Not Red Skull. It is Red Hood. Yeah. My unfinished Red Hood.
There you go.
I didn't. Body has started with the chest plate, but
Yeah, I just saw some breasts. I was like, "What's on that last page, Garrett? Show me it."
that one's just straight pen. Batman. Yeah. Anyways,
Moving on.
you were going through yours, and then I was like, oh yeah, I think I drew some.
I don't have any
here.
drawings. Really, my notebook.
Yeah. Close hand.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. The whole fight between the mom and dad, though, super cool. Did
Dope.
like it. I liked all the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon movies. So I mean, it was cool. Got to see Ninetales. We talked about that already. It's still really cool. All the animals were super dope. But there is one. What happened?
I just haven't.
Oh, okay. There was one main thing that I absolutely loved about this movie, and it kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people.
Let's hear it.
His costume was legit, with the dragon skills and everything else.
They were 100% dragon made.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But a lot of people weren't really looking at the fact that he's still wearing his Jordans the whole time.
I saw that.
Just rocking Jordans throughout the whole movie. And even when he's in this badass like dragon costume, like old school, got the J's on underneath. And I was like, that's so sick, dude. Like, he's just so comfy.
Finally, a superhero I can relate to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to go out and find dragon like clothes, but dragon skill clothes. I mean, but regardless, yeah, I just thought it was awesome how he's just rocking the Jordans. Though.
There's
like,
a dragon
it's no big deal.
outside. I can
fucking do it.
We can go. We can make
go
a.
do it.
We can,
I brought my nunchucks.
not once in this movie did I
Also,
see
I
any
mean,
nunchucks.
I didn't write that down, but that was a dislike. No nunchucks. We see a lot of different weapons. We got to see the can't remember what they're called with the hooks and the thing over the.
Oh, you mean they're crowbars?
No, but they're like called something specific.
You talking
but-
about her little knife thing?
No. I'm
different
talking
thing.
about like the 10 rings, like soldiers. They had like that sword that has the hook at the top,
That was
and then
a crowbar, bro.
no, that's not.
It looked like a crowbar. It's literally in my dislikes. They're crowbars.
It's called. I can't remember
An electric
what it's
crowbar?
called.
Is it a Gillette crowbar?
Futo.
Oh, no.
Tiger head hook.
No, that's what you sleep on. A futon.
I mean, actually, I'm looking this up and it just says hook sword, which is funny because that's what I Googled. Yeah, those.
Oh,
That's
talking
what
about
they were
something
using.
different because they were definitely using like
No, they were using those.
crowbars.
No, they were using those.
Those don't look like they do any damage.
They're swords. What are you talking about? Both sides are sharp, and then also you have this thing right there that's sharp.
That's such a just.
It's dope, actually. You need to look at people using them. So what they can do too.
I watched a
they,
movie where they
can
used
hook them. Yeah, but they only had one. Really, to show how awesome they are, you gotta have both because they hook them together and then they can swing them around.
That seems even more dangerous.
And it's super dangerous, but also super lethal for the other guy.
But like,
anyways,
in this movie, they looked rounded and like crowbars.
Yeah, I'll admit, like those would look like some high tech, like
crowbars,
taser kind of things more than.
They look like something Nightwing would use, but a crowbar version.
That's what they. That's.
Tell me I'm wrong here.
What they were supposed to. That's what they based that. That's like what they were using. But like you said, it was a little bit different. But no, I did. Yeah, no nunchucks though. Okay, I'm a chucker. Okay, I chuck all the time. I got so many nunchucks. I assume maybe I'd just see like one person with nunchucks in this. Literally none. So it was kind of a letdown for me. I actually brought my nunchucks today. I was going to flourish them in front of the cameras. Then I realized there's not enough room in here for me to even try.
You would have to like sit at your desk. It's like
I'm not even going to
just
attempt
above
that.
your head and get it.
We will knock over everything if I bring my nunchucks in here. There is not, between me and my camera, there's probably 5 feet.
No, less than that.
Tyler's camera's right there, and then there's just too much here. Lights and
it is a death trap if you try and use those.
I'm not doing that. But yeah, no nunchucks. Kind of a letdown. I did also kind of going back talking about his like dragon guild costume and everything.
Dragon tails, yeah.
The outfit he had before that,
where
he had like the
pillager.
Well, he had the hoodie, and then he had like the zip up, like kind of. I think it's called a peacoat. No, it's not a peacoat. It's a.
I don't know if you're talking about his villager outfit.
You a picture though. This outfit.
Hold it up.
Sorry. This outfit.
Are you talking about his like team jersey jacket? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, but like it was very like Goku-esque colors with the orange and blue and everything, and I thought that was sick. I even liked how at the end the Aquafina chick was just like, yeah, and then he Kamehameha through this dragon's throat.
But she said it like a Kamehameha.
She said, yeah, she did the Kamehameha. Yeah,
but she didn't say it like it's like. Anyways.
You say Kamehameha, Kamehameha, however you say it. Anyways, though, I did think it was funny, and I kind of like that because it was like in Black Panther, you had Killmonger that had like that Vegito vibe, and then in here you got character, which is like, obviously like a Goku kind of vibe.
Maybe they're gonna fuck.
I heard, I thought that would be like the whole like kind of end point of the movie is they realized they love each other, but it didn't really.
Yeah, which was really upsetting.
I don't know why I did this. Very positive.
Killmonger and Shang-Chi.
But regardless.
Getting wet in the Aquafina.
He's dead, though.
I've never seen Black Panther.
But regardless. You never have?
No. Every time that I sit down and I watch it, something happens. So I shit you not. I've tried to watch Black Panther probably about 6 times. Not a racial thing, I promise, because I love Marvel movies. I just need to state that for everybody.
Okay.
Every time.
You. I don't think anybody thought that until you said it. Now everybody's questioning you, but go ahead.
I was like, we'll cut this part. But no, it's cool. No, like every time I'll get about 15 minutes into it and something happens where like, oh, I got to go to work. Oh, I got to pick somebody up. Oh, it's just always something weird that happens. Like, I tried to watch it, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, ever since I put up the projector in the living room.
Yeah.
Super dope, by the way. Recommend. Fuck a TV. Get a projector. Anyways, so Garrett, you can attest. It looks sick. So I
It
mean,
is pretty cool, yeah.
But anyways, I tried to watch it out there. Disney Plus wasn't working. I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm not watching it.
Always something.
So it's a curse to do it. So I know I can't do it.
It's okay.
Anyways,
Yeah. Anyways, though, that pretty much rounds. I did, like I said, I just like that he had like kind of that Goku kind of vibe going with his coat and everything like that.
Yeah.
I did read that I guess originally when this character was made, Stan Lee made this character based on Bruce Lee, and he was going to make it into a TV series. Have Brandon Lee. I don't know if you know who that is. That's Bruce Lee's son, the guy from The Crow that died.
Yeah. The one that got shot by a fake prop gun.
Unfortunately, yes.
That's
kind of the trend now, I guess.
What's his face shot at him?
Who?
I don't know. What's his name?
You're wanting to say Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, Alec Baldwin shot it at him.
Was not in that movie. Anyways,
he's so used to shooting people with prop guns.
Yeah. So I guess he wanted to make a TV show and have him as the Shang-Chi, which would have been dope.
I would have been good.
That fell through, so fortunately.
He got propped.
Which is terrible, because I love all of Brandon Lee's movies. He's got good ones, man. Anyways, those
that's
are
all
my
your
likes,
likes?
though. That's all I got.
Buckle up.
You got a bunch of dislikes?
What?
Run it, dog.
I've only got 4, but
hit me with
technically
it.
5.
Hit me with it.
So,
Close this because I'm not.
the 10-ring army fought with crowbars, as we already discussed.
Hook swords, but okay.
They literally looked like crowbars because there was no bottom handle to them. It looked like they just had a crowbar.
Usually like a spike at the bottom. I hit my mic. Usually a spike.
But
Very lethal. We'll watch a video later. I'll show you how lethal they are. They're actually very lethal.
Whenever they were running, once they stole the dude's car, the anime K-pop car, and were driving, windows got shot out. Like the next scene, when they're in the bamboo, windows were there. Just a minor thing I saw.
True story, actually. You're right. I didn't think about that.
And I saw that
when the
and
guys on the motorcycles came up, they definitely busted those windows.
And I was just like, it doesn't add up. But you know what? I'm going to put it in my dislikes because I don't have that many.
I didn't even notice that. And usually I'm on top of that.
Yeah.
Kudos, Tyler.
So this one's going to... You're probably not going to understand this one because I don't think you've seen the 4th Harry Potter.
I have not.
Well, you've seen the one with the Triwizard Tournament where they have the dragon and then underwater and then there's the forest. No?
No fucking clue what you're talking about right now.
So in the bamboo forest scene when they're weaving their way through the forest.
Yeah, it's a maze.
They literally ripped that from Harry Potter. Just 100%. No.
Harry Potter ripped it from them.
No, they no.
We don't know when the first comic came out.
I'm sure there was nothing about a moving maze. But like in all actuality, if you compare those two scenes when they're driving around and when Harry and Cedric are running, like it's actually the same fucking sounds with a couple more like tink sounds for bamboo smacking together. It looked almost identical, except one was like trees and one was bamboo. It was very upsetting because it was like the Triwizard Tournament with bamboo, and I did not like that.
Haven't seen it, so I can't make the connection there.
So the last thing that I didn't like, well, there's 2.
I was gonna say you only listed one. I guess
crowbar, the window, the bamboo Triwizard Tournament.
Crowbars.
The very last post-credit scene, very last one, when the woman's in charge.
Oh, his sister.
Whenever his sister's in charge, and they're like turning. I gave myself a paper cut. Whenever they're turning the army of the 10 golden.
The 10 rings.
Army of the 10 rings. Whenever they're turning it into like some underground fight club sort of thing.
I don't think they're doing that.
I don't know what they're doing.
I think she's going to take over as the 10 rings, like head honcho.
Even though she doesn't have the 10 rings.
Well, the 10 rings, I feel like is more of a...
That seems like the foundation for it, though.
I feel like, yes, but I also feel like the name is enough that you just... I mean, she's got her army. I mean, really, if you got an army, you could name yourself anything. You could name yourself the Squirters. People aren't going to expect you to run up and squirt them in the face. They're
I would expect like nothing less.
They got a bunch of people. They could kill me, you know? Maybe. I don't know.
I would like that.
Somebody start an army. Name yourself the Squirters. See what people think about it. You think that's a good name? for your clan, the Squirters? I don't know. Leave in the comments below. Yeah.
Link in the bio.
I will admit, yes, that is kind of a little
So let's just stick to this army part real quick.
less without the ring. Okay.
You know when they're
army part.
panning the camera away while all these women are training with like the sticks and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That was so piss poor choreographed. Because there's like this one woman, if you go back and watch it,
yeah.
so everybody's on it except for this one woman, like one over from the right side,
Okay.
and she is just like 3 seconds behind everybody while the camera pans away.
They're training.
And so
it was the newbie.
Dude, it was bad. Because like I can swear, when she turns, everybody else has already turned, and she smacks a woman in the back of the head with her stick, and then it just.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
I
was
didn't know
just
it was like that.
Did this actually happen? Well, she could have hit the stick. It looked like a head, but it was funny nonetheless because of how well choreographed literally everything else was, except for that one scene.
During that scene, I was really looking at the fact that like she took her dad's like temple and everything, and then just put a bunch of like random graffiti art everywhere.
I liked it though.
So random, man.
Yeah, why not though?
Because you're running like an underground fucking.
Come on, say it. I just said it. You're like, no.
An underground,
fight
army
club.
Fight. It's not a fight club.
You fucking said it. You were gonna say it.
It's like an underground army, and then you just have like K-pop freaking.
The one thing about Shang-Chi Fight Club,
graffiti everywhere.
We don't talk about Shang-Chi Fight Club.
The one thing about Shang-Chi Fight Club, we like to spray paint K-pop graffiti in our free time.
It's okay.
It's just, I don't know. It's just random. I don't know. It kind of goes against the whole like underground Black Ops.
They're not doing Black Ops
ninja kind of thing. Yeah, but they're like,
imagine some ninjas break in your house and they just start blasting K-pop,
fucking K-pop,
and they just start spray painting just random shit on your walls. Meanwhile, you got like 7 ninjas just beating the shit out of you. They vandalized your house and left a bitter taste for K-pop.
You wake up the next morning and you're just like, why the fuck? They left the MP3 player.
I'm gonna keep it though.
Keep this. Like a $50 bit though.
Also, now this is just me. I'm sure you kind of talked about it. You said something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how Shang-Chi and I can't remember what her name is. Aquafina,
Katie.
I didn't like how they didn't actually get together.
I think it was Katie. Yeah. I thought that was gonna be like the whole like
they said
ending thing. They're
we've
both
known each other
like,
since like middle school.
Well, not only that, it's kind of a movie about them both trying to like kind of an underlying kind of thing that was going on. Like they're both trying to find themselves, kind of a thing. Like he's kind of running away from his past, trying to do his own thing, only to realize like, well, I gotta fucking deal with this. And then she's just like,
she's trying to find her place,
trying to figure out where she needs to be too. And then by the end of it, they're both kind of like, hey, we're, I don't know what she's doing in this now superhero world that somehow she's gotten pulled into.
I think
like,
she's gonna
just run around with a bow and arrow. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe,
or she just there. Oh, your friend? Okay, bring her too.
Maybe she's gonna train in the ways of Wong.
Maybe she can be the next Sorcerer Supreme. Doubt it, Doctor Strange. But anyway. I'm just saying. I figured, by the end of the movie they would have fallen in love or whatever.
But there was no sexual tension with them.
Literally none. Yeah.
And I was just like.
The only time was like at the end when they're both sitting there and they all did the candles on the river thing, and then they just put their heads on each other's shoulders, and I was kind of like,
you know what?
No kiss? No nothing?
There was nothing there. You know what? I'll say it. It was good without it. I imagine there would be more feelings, like if they're
in the next one.
Yeah, maybe they discover themselves in the next one. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they discover their love. I almost said our love. Maybe we discover our love. They discover our love in the next movie. It's a really weird fucking plot.
Yeah, that's the whole movie.
What
is Tyler and Garrett?
It's Tyler and Garrett. Why is Wong here? All right, Garrett. What did you
talk about your love
dislike?
I really only had like 2. One of them's more of a change, so I won't get into that. I didn't like. Okay, so at the end, we see this these like flashback scenes of Shang-Chi, growing up.
Oh, it
It
is.
is. Okay, maybe it's just me. Anyways, we see all these like flashbacks. Everybody freaking issues. All these flashback scenes of him training from I guess 7 years old to 14 years old, and every way to kill a man and everything else. They kind of talked about this and everything. And the whole time, there's the masked character, the death dealer was, I guess, his actual name, which I don't think it ever said. The only reason I knew that is because at the subtitles, it had like death dealer grunts, or it never spoke.
Yeah, it never did.
But it seemed like this, out of his father's like whole gang, army, whatever you want to call him, that he was like the main badass. He was the
Yeah.
one that was training, and he trained Shang-Chi too and everything. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I figured when they met up, and he's older now, and then you see him show up and everything, and then steals the pendant or whatever, and then takes off front. I thought there was going to be this huge climactic showdown between them, and there kind of was. And then Shang-Chi was like, "I could kill you," but then his dad comes in and like,
Yeah.
so I figured at the end of the movie, okay, now we're going to see a huge fight between them two, because obviously I don't know the guy, the stunt choreographer for that did that character or whatever. The stunt choreographer, but the actual actor of that character, I don't know who he was. I didn't see, but um, obviously super badass. And I figured by the end of the movie, yeah, we would have saw just this huge fight between them two, and we did not get that
No, and it was
like at all. In
the-
fact, he just got his soul sucked like
He-
immediately.
like a literal flying octopus monkey just comes up, picks him
sucked
up,
his soul.
takes the marble out of him, and just flies away.
Most badass dude took his orb of light and then fucking threw it in the.
It was the most
dragon.
comical. I'm gonna be honest with you. Since you brought it up, I laughed.
It was like very like.
You're just like,
Okay.
imagine the
I would
most.
have rather seen the Razor Fist dude get his soul sucked.
So, have you ever?
Moved on from there, but
I think it was the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Remember that
I watched
show?
that show. Yeah.
You remember like there was like this long-haired dude with like an eye patch, and he only had one arm, and he would put different stuff on that. You remember that guy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The dude that drove around in the old school car, and he was like,
they made that meme,
yeah.
and he like flipped it down. He was like, just like the picture of him looking at a picture of himself, and he's like,
yeah.
"That's what makes me happy."
I remember that guy. Yeah. He
Yeah.
was like a
That's
kind
who
of
that.
like. It reminded me of
I almost
what's
said
his
Kurt
name?
Cobain, but like Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what. Yeah, in Escape from New York or whatever. Yeah, it was like that character.
It reminded me
Yeah.
of that, but he only had the one arm, and I was just like, all I saw every time I looked at this guy was like Kurt Russell, but also the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That guy.
It was, if he would have just had an eye patch, that
Yeah,
would have
dude.
been dead on. I even liked how he like chopped off his regular arm and put in, or not regular arm, but that other sword, and then put in the
He cut off
dragon
his
sword.
other arm
kinda.
and just puts the sword in the nub and
Fucking
burns
got
it.
two of them. That would have been funny.
That'd have
No.
been painful.
But yeah, I just wanted to see a big climactic showdown between, and like I said, we kind of saw it in the building, which that scene too visually was super cool with like the lights in the background outside the window and everything, like cinematically super
looked
visually
good.
pleasing and everything. Yeah, as most Marvel movies are. But yeah, I just wanted to see a big showdown between them two, and then we kind of got to the end of the movie and we see a kind of a fight between him and his dad. It was just kind of okay, Obviously, they're not gonna really like hurt each other. It's father and son.
I really
They're
thought
not
it was
gonna,
gonna
like-
happen.
I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but like I don't know. And then like the actual end scene is him versus big monster, everything like that.
Which-
and I was kind of like,
It
all
just
right.
it just ended up with like a dragon kicking its ass, and then Aquafina shooting an arrow at its neck, and then it was just like,
And then he just fucking put the 10 rings in his throat and then did some Tai Chi and
Yeah.
then
he
exploded.
looked so majestic though,
It was
because
just-
like you see it
He
from
was
his
just
perspective,
falling. Yeah.
and he's like, I don't know, like 1,000 feet in the air, just free falling, just doing
Definitely,
Tai
yeah.
Chi while wind is, and then it like pans over to Aquafina, who, while all of these still soul sucking octopus monster monkey things are flying around,
Mhm.
still stealing souls from everybody. But then like she's just there watching him fall, like free fall, and you just see like this little tiny guy just kind of spinning around in the air, real majestic, like
shot its throat. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
I just wanted to see a little bit of him work, and that's what I put in my change too. I said more of a big showdown at the end. Like I understand the dragon part. I understand that was kind of the whole story and where it was leading and everything like that. But also like I almost would have preferred if it like that dragon fought the other dragon, and while that's going on, he's having this big climactic fight with like
his dad.
Is not necessarily just his dad too, like the death dealer dude. I really wanted to see them two go at it because throughout the whole movie, this kind of death dealer character is kind of like the badass of his group and everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, they get into one fight and then like later he just gets his soul sucked right off the bat and then fucking that's it.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, also his dad too. Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Well, in fairness, it is not Marvel's first time killing off like what could have been like either a good character. I'll say good character.
Yeah.
Like they killed off like I almost said Romanian Silver Surfer, but I don't think he's Romanian.
Definitely not.
Can't remember what.
I don't even know who you're talking about right now.
Quicksilver.
That's not Silver Surfer. Those two entirely different.
Did I say Silver Surfer?
Did say Silver
Quicksilver or whatever.
Quicksilver. Okay, so yeah, the dude.
Scandinavian. Bosnian.
Oh, you're talking like the guy that plays them in real life, or their actual characters?
They place them as like in some foreign country, the Scarlet Witch, and
I think they're not Russian.
No, they're not Russian. It's some like little tiny. I don't think it's country. I don't think that's the right word.
I don't know. If you know what it is, put in the comments below. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he died.
But like they kill him off like first time introducing him. You're just like, oh, he's dead. Cool.
Well, I think from what I saw, he's going to be in like the Multiverse of Madness, probably.
I could care less, dude.
I think it'd be cool to kind of have that like dialogue between. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Wanda
I've heard
being
Tom
very
Cruise is going to be the
emotional,
Iron Man in there.
Yeah,
and
I saw like I don't know how real it is, but I saw a picture the other day of him on set with the.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be hilarious.
Because I mean, he was like the first pick for Iron Man, but he was doing a Mission Impossible or something like that.
Probably Ghost Protocol. Well,
no,
the
that
first
was
Iron
like
Man came out earlier than that.
2004, maybe earlier.
Oh,
but like, anyways,
it's been a while.
I just felt like they kill off characters that have potential way too quick, or at least just completely forget about them. However, in the last like 5 years, they've done really good about not doing that. So I'm pretty sure after that, they were like, probably after they're just like, dude, you know what? Let's not kill him. Let's give him his own TV series. For instance, Loki, they killed him off. Like,
and then brought him back.
And then they're like, let's give him his own TV show, even though he's dead.
Him. Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, everybody loved him.
Whatever his name is. Yeah, I still haven't watched it.
So good.
I will sooner or later because
You got a lot of.
But
wow.
We'll see. Wow. He doesn't say that one time actually in that show. So.
Wow. Actually, he does.
He does not. They even said that like
he said it once.
Anyways, yeah. That like I said, that kind of goes my chain too. I just wanted more of a martial arts showdown at the end of the movie. Instead of martial arts fights dragon,
Enter the Dragon.
Once again, I understand it, and I'm sure the next movie will definitely have a lot more martial arts-esque kind of thing, but I don't know. That's just me. What would you have changed about this? Did you have anything?
I did not. No, I
kind of gotta put the move on.
Oh, do we? Why?
I don't know how long this episode's been going, but it's been going for a minute.
It has not been going for more than an hour.
We're like 2 minutes away from it. Okay.
Fuck off.
Anyways.
The last 3 have been like an hour and a half.
They have been. I am sweating over here right now.
I'm sorry. I'll wrap it up.
No, it's good.
I forgot to add one thing. Fuck, I already forgot his name. The only other guy that you could pronounce besides Aquafina, the Mandarin, whatever his name is.
OG Mandarin. We'll just call him that, even though he's not the OG Mandarin.
Bill something.
Hater.
No,
I know that's not right. But
anyways,
that would be funny.
Whenever everybody's like dead and laying down, and then the butt chicken comes up and just like nudging him, he's like, "Yeah, I'm acting."
He was like actually super funny in this with the whole like Planet of the Apes thing too.
Yeah,
he's talking about how like I could not understand how they got those monkeys to ride the horses, and it just I don't. And the fact that he was alive this whole time,
yeah, and
just putting on a show for the 10 Rings dudes, like
it reminded me horrible,
very stupid but
horrible. Say it. It reminded me of Tropic Thunder, whenever they captured him, and they're like, "You are gonna play Simple Jack."
Or Simple Jack.
You're
yeah,
gonna play
almost said
Simple Jack.
Handsome Jack.
And so he redid Simple
Yeah.
Jack every single night for like this fucking.
It wasn't that long, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was in captivity for like.
Like a day or two.
Oh, was it? I thought
Whole
they
movie
had to
takes place
rescue
in,
him.
Like 3. They had to rescue him, but it was like the next day.
All I remember is Jack
It's
Black
been a
being
minute,
tied
but
to
yeah.
a tree half naked, asking for cocaine and
Yeah.
saying he would fondle the balls and swallow the gravy.
That was a little fucked up.
That's the one thing that I take away from that.
But yeah, his character throughout funny.
I believe Bill, whatever his name was also in Tropic Thunder. He was just like one of the
Maybe I
director.
can't remember.
Anyways,
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
what would you rate this movie out of 5?
I'm gonna give it. I was very conflicted if I wanted to give it a 3.75 or a 4.
You know what?
And the only reason
Round her up.
I did it so high was in like I said, I'm kind of biased towards like martial arts movies and stuff like that. Like I said, they're my favorite movies to watch. I watch them all the time. So I'm gonna give it 4.
Round it up, man.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Round
you
it
know?
up, man.
Well, it wasn't amazing. Like I said, if the end was just a little bit different, then I really would have been all about this movie, you know.
Mhm.
But I just, like I said, if they would have just changed a little bit more of a climactic fight between him and the death dealer, maybe a little more of a fight with him and his dad. Not even his dad, just more of the death dealer thing. I don't
Just
know.
fight your dad.
I wanted a little more martial arts, a little less like men fighting dragons. You know what I'm saying?
Raina, if
but
you're listening to this podcast
gonna
in 10
give it-
years, I want you to find your dad and just punch him in the dick,
Don't do that.
karate style.
Also, shout out to my daughter. She just turned 6 years old on 24th.
You really think your daughter listens to this
So,
podcast?
no, she 100% doesn't. But just wanted to
You know
say,
what was funny though?
everybody that's listening to this, why don't you say happy birthday to my daughter down in the comments? She would greatly appreciate
She
it.
does. She would not.
She cannot read.
It's
But
the
let
thought
me
that
tell
kept.
you,
It was funny. One day when we were,
read some words.
because we had you, Claudia, and Raina all over here,
Yeah.
and Raina asked what we were doing, and we're like, we're doing a podcast, and like she was messing with my microphone, and she was like, I want to listen, D-Daw. and just the look on Claudia's face was like, no, you don't.
You cannot listen to our podcast. My daughter calls me D-Daw, by the way. That's dad to her.
Oh,
Ever
so
since she was
sorry.
a baby, she's done that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I don't
Throw that
care.
out
It's
to
just
everybody.
people hear that and be like, "What the fuck is that?" Because I've never heard that word ever. She was referred to me as daddy, but she just referred to me as D-Daw ever since she was a baby, and now she's 6 years old.
I get it
still
because
D-Daw.
like I had like all of my front teeth missing till I was like 5 or 6.
I have to explain again. Once again, my daughter has no front teeth.
Oh yeah,
Her front
sorry.
4 teeth.
Yeah,
you're
so
missing.
It
but
was like 4 or 5 teeth that I didn't have. So
uh,
whenever I couldn't say grandma, but what I could say was Gima.
Ema,
So that's what I called my grandmother till her dying day.
Ema.
Yeah, I just called
That's
her
funny.
Gima, and like everybody else in the family thought it was hysterical, so they also called her that. So till her dying day, everybody called her Gima.
Once again, I call my nan. Yeah, that's different. Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it. I would like to say I did read this. Macau, the city where his sister was doing her thing, I guess. I don't know if it actually, well, no, it did say Macau. That's how I figured it out. Anyways, regardless, I guess that's been in Marvel Comics for a long time. Macau, yeah, it's been like in a bunch of
hidden city?
Daredevil. If it's
That's the city that they fought in, like to protect from the gate, right?
no, that's a totally different thing.
Oh,
that was
just
yeah.
where they were training with
just-
the 10 rings.
No, where his sister had the fight club.
Oh,
That was in Macau.
yeah. I'm pretty sure they had said something about that in.
I'm gonna say it was in.
It wasn't in the TV show Daredevil.
No, I think it was in Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, because they were
Remember?
like,
They went undercover, kind of undercover.
because
kind
they
of a
said
thing.
something like,
yeah.
need to go to Macau.
I think that's where they went. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe they
If
went
you know,
to
leave in the comments
Moscow.
below. Let us know. But I guess that's a reoccurring city in the comics with like Daredevil and X-Men, Black Widow and stuff like that. So I don't know. I like anytime I see something that mentions the word X-Men, we're getting that in the MCU.
We might be.
I heard
There's
this
some-
crazy theory.
Hold on.
You go ahead. You go
So
ahead.
real quick, 4.5 rating from me. It was almost
Ooh.
a perfect movie.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
it just needed that little bit more karate.
I didn't think you kept calling it
Kung
gung shi or bung shi or
Oh,
whatever.
Bung
So I
Chao.
didn't think you were gonna like this.
I love kung fu movies. I hate
too.
when I have to listen to you talk about them because it's
Love
like,
talking
yes,
about them.
I've seen this movie like 30 times, but
Did you see that tornado?
and yes, I did. But it was just like this was one that we had not seen before. So
No.
like I was very engaged with it, and
I put this movie off for a long time too, and I don't know why I did because I really wanted to see it forever and a half. It just
so
no, I never did.
there's two things because I know you want to wrap up. We can wrap this up. We can do like a little tiny podcast for like
Okay.
15 minutes if you want to, or do you need to leave?
About what?
We'll get into it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can see. But anyways,
All right.
what was there something else you wanted to say before we ended though?
Nope.
That's it. You're
Great
done?
movie. Loved
Great
it.
movie. Yeah, it
10 out of
actually
10.
was a really good movie.
Well, for me,
Not
it was
10
a,
out of 10.
for me, it
but
was a 9 out of 10.
8 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5.
Are we done?
Yeah,
I
we're
think
done.
we're done. I
Yeah.
think we're done, people. Okay.
Shit, I got
Hey,
this. I'll wrap
hey.
her up.
Wrap it up.
I'll wrap it up.
Everyone, for beer, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. You
New
go ahead.
season.
I wasn't
New season.
gonna say
You son
that.
of a
I was
bitch.
just gonna say before you leave, be sure you like, subscribe, follow us on all of our platforms so you can get all of our new episodes. Hit the ring bell or whatever it is on YouTube. That way you know every time we drop something new. But yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
And for Beard and a Half movie reviews, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Garrett.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Bye bye.